Texas is on high alert, monitoring those who may have come in contact with the Ebola virus. The state is now asking more than 70 people who dealt with the first patient diagnosed in the U.S. to limit travel and contact with the public. CCTV's Ginger Vaughn is live in Dallas with more details. Ginger, what's the latest there?
Hi, Susan. We're still hearing a lot of concerns and criticisms about what exactly went wrong at Texas Presbyterian Hospital right behind me, where that first Ebola patient died and was treated there. In regards to the current situation, to aid in the response to the current situation, the White House says it's sending a two or three person team to Dallas over the next few days to help make sure that these federal resources are available to the state as necessary. Mounting fears about the spread of the Ebola virus has U.S. officials ramping up efforts to monitor those who may have come in contact with Ebola patient Thomas Duncan, who died last week, and the two nurses diagnosed with the disease. The Texas Department of Health has issued warnings to more than 70 people, including nurses who entered Duncan's hospital room to stay away from public places, like grocery stores, restaurants, and movie theaters, and not to travel on airplanes, buses, or trains. The advisory came too late to prevent an international Ebola scare aboard the Carnival Magic cruise ship. A lab supervisor at Texas Health Presbyterian Hospital in Dallas, who had processed clinical samples from Duncan, was on the ship that left Galveston, Texas. She has been quarantined and shows no signs of illness. The ship is due back to port on Sunday.
I wouldn't be concerned at all. In a vast excess of caution, she is isolating herself, which from an objective science-based risk assessment is quite unnecessary.
I think it's more of a, oh, holy cow, we're on a boat with an Ebola scare. You know, I don't think it's, oh, I need to get off of here.
Meanwhile, health officials in Ohio are keeping an eye on more than 100 people who shared the same Texas to Cleveland flight with the second nurse to contract Ebola, Amber Vinson. She's being treated at the Centers for Disease Control in Georgia.
Additional work is being done to that list, and we may have changes to that list, which is, why we're talking today.
U.S. officials have been pushing for an air travel ban on flights from West Africa, but President Barack Obama said Saturday it could make the situation worse, as it would make it harder to move health workers and supplies and track those with the disease.
This is a serious disease, but we can't give in to hysteria or fear, because that only makes it harder to get people the accurate information they need. We have to be guided by the science.
But here at Texas Health Presbyterian Hospital, the empty parking lots and open waiting rooms suggest it might take more convincing. This hospital has a current capacity of 900 beds. Currently, 2/3 sit empty due to fear or stigma related to the facility and the Ebola virus.
Ginger, tell us what the sentiment seems to be surrounding the hospital. How is it being viewed there by the public?
Well, it's kind of a mixed reaction here. The hospital has engaged in a pretty aggressive public relations campaign to kind of dispel the fear, to locals about the facility. And over the last few days, we've seen some nurses engage in rallies here with signs saying, "We support Presby, we love Presby." But just the emptiness of the parking lots and the facility itself, we still get the feeling that it's people are pretty weary.
Understandably. Ginger Vaughn, thank you, live in Dallas.